All right, the Eagles in Kansas City. According to ESPN, the Kansas City is about 53% favorites. I don't get that at all. I'm definitely going with the Eagles in this one. I think the betting odds make a lot more sense to me. Looks like they opened as a 1.5 favorite. They remain a 1.5 favorite. Looks like if you take the Chiefs, the money line is even. So if you bet $100, you'll get a $100 profit back. I just don't see how the Chiefs can win this game. I thought that the Chiefs were going to, after that embarrassing Super Bowl, they were going to come out and be pretty dominant against the Chargers. I know it was a divisional game, but even if they're not dominant, which I know the Chiefs haven't been since they lost Tyreek Hill, they at least usually pull out the win. I was very disappointed in them. I think Mahomes did what he needed to do, but ultimately their defense just wasn't able to stop Herbert's legs. And if you can't stop Herbert's legs, you cannot stop Joe and Hurt's legs. He's been good. Ever since he's been a starter, he's been great the last 2 years. And when I say 2 years, I'm including the start of this season. He dominated the Cowboys, passing, rushing. He didn't need to pass as much as he probably should have. His receivers didn't get that involved. He mainly threw it to Goddard. And I think maybe some of his running backs, but he did a lot of work with his legs. I mean, he's a force. And I don't think the Chiefs have a defense that can stop that. Beyond that, they have playmakers everywhere. Jalen Carter will be back, so that'll make a big difference. I don't think the Chiefs are going to be able to run the ball because they couldn't even do it. In the last game, you could see that Patrick Mahomes is their leading rusher. I mean, 57 yards is really impressive for him, but still 57 yards as your leading receiver is a little bit concerning. Running back rusher is a little bit concerning. I said Jalen Hurts, their team rushing with 62 yards, but the Eagles have always kind of been like that, running by committee. And they're beasts in it. Jahan Dotson, I forgot about him. So he had the bulk of those receiving yards, 59. Hurts didn't have to pass it that much, even though it was a competitive game. The Eagles are just great, I thought, at scheming and being in games, playing games, usually how they want to play it. I think this game will be no different than that. Like I said, having Jalen Carter back will be a big deal. I was surprised with how many defensive departures, how much more vulnerable their defense looked compared to how it did last year. I think, Dak Prescott's a good quarterback, but they've lit him up. And I can see the Chiefs definitely scoring points. I think this will be a high-scoring game. It looks like the over-under's 46.5. I think it'll be probably higher than that, although it's a Super Bowl rematch, so that's probably why it's a little bit on the lower side. I'm definitely going with the Eagles in this one. So to the injuries real quick. Looks like Xavier Worthy might be back. That'd be good to keep an eye on. So check on that real quick. Slated to work in some capacity Thursday's practice. Okay, so he might be available. That will help the Chiefs, but it's not enough. Eagles are going to win this game for sure. If you want to see all my bets for this week and for every week this season, I actually did just create a website that I'm going to link in the description below. So what you're going to see here is if you want to subscribe for $20 for the entire NFL season, I'll give you all of my best bets. In addition to my actual bets, and then the best parlays for the week. These are just my straight money line picks. So these are all the videos that are going to be coming out this week. As you can see, my picks, I'll have all my previous picks from the previous week listed here. So you can see my picks last week went 10-5. Should have gone 11-4. That Ravens-Bills game was crazy. But anyways, $20 for the entire season. Pretty good for your money. I made a $1,500 profit last week alone. So looking forward to continuing that throughout the season. So make sure to check out my free picks that'll always be listed here. And then definitely look into doing my exclusive picks. Like it's a $20 for my best bets. I believe I have 7 best bets this week. So what I recommend on those is just kind of watching those games that I would say are like locks to win. Wait for the odds to be favorable. And then try to time off bets like I had explained in my previous video I posted yesterday about how I made that money. And then I'm also I also have a safe parlay bet for the week that if, you're busy, you can't watch the games, you can place it before the games start. It's 4 different teams, pretty good odds on your money. I think they're 4 locks. So check that out if you're interested.